It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
And we have a special announcement that tonight's broadcast has been canceled.
So how's that announcement?
Oh,
How we're here then?
April Fool!
I was like, what?
I was getting ready to leave.
You got me. Man, you got me, Ernie.
Because I was getting ready to leave.
Man, I was packing up.
That is hilarious. Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Denver Nuggets at Pepsi Center. For the Nuggets, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball, looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And we'll get to see Paul Millsap tonight. With Paul, there's a guy who entered the league as a guy who would grind it out on the block, but he's transformed himself into a stretch four the last few seasons. How hard is it to make that change as a big man?
Well, I'm not a shooter, Ernie. I'm a prolific MF scorer. MF stands for most frequently.
Okay.
But I do know for a fact you don't get a good shot overnight. It takes time and effort. He's definitely worked on his game. Usually you work on your shot just to keep defenders honest, but he reminds me of Horace Grant up there 15 feet and out, looking really good.
Well, it's not easy to add a skill when you're in the NBA because pretty much a lot of times the game is set, but, I was,
Hello. Hey, you still there?
I had to.
Hey, did you lose your train of thought?
No, I was thinking about myself.
There?
I started thinking about myself. I started thinking about myself.
Wake up.
Hey.
I just started thinking about myself. I'm sorry. But Millsap has done a great job.
Hey, shake yourself, man.
Jeez.
Golly.
Why are you always talking about you?
We're trying to get this thing going. We're trying to do our jobs.
My bad.
At least maybe pay attention to what we're doing.
I was just a KS kind of scorer.
Kevin Harlan standing by. He's got the call.
That's what I was searching for. I forgot. I was like.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Tell him sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball, there is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The contests between conferences, the Pepsi Center here in Denver, Colorado, where the Nuggets take their home floor. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with the win.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap has become one of the best NBA big men when it comes to getting steals. And Millsap says when you're 6'8" going up against guys that are 7 feet, you're not going to be able to block their shot every time. So you try to get it down low when they bring it down. It's all about being smart and using what you have. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. And Millsap is as crafty as it gets on defense, one of the most underrated players in the game. And it should be a high-paced game tonight as both of these teams, Clark, thrive in the open floor. So with that being said, what makes these teams so good on the break?
Well, you're right, Kevin. They do thrive in the open court. Excellent transition teams because they push the ball and they really have a conscious effort to run the floor at every opportunity. That's what makes fast break teams hard to beat is because they're running all the time. And that doesn't give your defense a lot of time to set up.
So the Nuggets win the tip. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Bledsoe is out there with Terry. Then it's Chris Middleton. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Henson in at the 5.
Way to attack there off the dribble. Millsap showing great instincts in getting to the rack.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
On defense, the Nuggets. Bledsoe kicks to Terry. A three-pointer, no good. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Millsap's running, and Millsap slams it in.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. He picked up 27 points in their last win against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
Nice shot by Terry.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Yeah, and you know it, Greg. Oftentimes you get that first one to drop and your confidence rises like yeast. It's good to get into a rhythm at the start of the game, no doubt.
So it's the Bucks now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Bledsoe outside. They double team Bledsoe. Chandler with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. And Millsap slams it in.
We've gotten used to Millsap's elite level defending, and there it was on display again. The steal leading to the fast break. Whether he's in the passing lanes or on the ball, he is a problem for the opposing offense.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish. 5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss the way they're knocking these shots down. Boy, everything's pure.
Bledsoe outside. The dish to Middleton. Off the pick. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Here's Murray, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. It goes on Eric Bledsoe. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And Murray has a full package. I mean, he's a deadly shooter and a surprisingly good penetrator, too. A terrific guard.
And so Murray nails both of them. And the Nuggets over the past few seasons have done a great job as an organization of collecting talent.
And with that steady approach, they've been able to develop a star with Jokic. The Nuggets took a very disciplined approach to building this team, and you can see the depth they enjoy, and it all starts with the job this front office has done.
Got to be more careful. Can't pick up 2 fouls this early on. You just can't.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Hey, that reach of Henson, remarkably long, unbelievably long. And that allows him to wipe away shots effectively.
To the left wing, Middleton outside. New 24 for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. Here's Henson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. And in the first, about 3 minutes in. A double team Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. That's tipped. Here's Terry.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Here's Millsap. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Bucks trail by 5. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 6 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
When Antetokounmpo is in the paint, you need to find him. You have to give him the ball there. I mean, he's an absolute monster in the post because he can shoot over most guys, and if he's defended well, he'll find you if you're open as a teammate.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Henson with the screen. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Craig, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message.
Well said, because it really could shift momentum here. I mean, the energy you see from the guys on the bench, when they get pumped up like that, I think everybody gets pumped up.
So it's Denver now. Bucks trail by 4, and they'll keep possession. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And Clark, as a Midwest guy, you grew up watching your teams go up against the Bucks, and even as a player, you faced off against them more than your fair share. When you think about the history of the Milwaukee Bucks, who leaves an imprint on your mind for how they help that franchise?
Well, guys that I actually played against, Sid Moncrief would be at the top of the list because he was so integral to the Bucks' success. Really good at both ends of the floor, a leader. I didn't have to guard him, but I played against those really good Bucks teams in the early, mid-'80s, and he was a big part of that. And, you know, certainly, Kevin, the strength of this Milwaukee team, one of the strengths anyway, is the length they have. I mean, have reach at all positions, but especially up front. They just need some time to develop, but a strong base is there.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off. Kevin, he's been flat out phenomenal, superb, scintillating this quarter. He's carving them up, knocking down everything.
And to help with the development with all the young length the Bucks have, well, they brought in Kevin Garnett to work with the team last season. What a great move. Exactly who you want to be in their head and in that role.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know KG from your time working with the Timberwolves when he was early in his career. And to have him work with Maker and Parker and Giannis, wow. And Giannis actually admired KG growing up, so even a bigger win-win to have him there. A big part of the conversation was having the right mentality to play and succeed in the NBA, and we know KG had the right mentality for a long time.
Well said, Clark, well said. Nice shot by Terry.
And the vision of the Greek Freak easily spotting his wide-open teammates thanks to that height of his.
And the shot goes in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Middleton following the score by Jamal Murray. Yep, that one goes in there. Bledsoe's got his first basket of the night.
And Middleton just does a little bit of everything out there, a perfect team player.
Here's Jokic. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
To the paint, here's Henson, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Henson's got 5 points so far. Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
And it seems like he's found a rhythm. Millsap connecting time and time again.
Bucks trail by 6. Outside, out of Antetokounmpo. Ball's knocked loose. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Millsap's running, and Millsap snaps it in.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Millsap with the steal. Over onto Antetokounmpo, and it's Denver scoring again.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
And that's what it comes down to, execution, especially when you're on the road. Can you follow your game plan? I thought they were awesome in that game.
And we know just how important a player who can catch and shoot is to an offense. Clark, which players in the league are the best, in your opinion, in that regard?
I think you got to start with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, two of the very best, if not the best, shot makers we've ever seen in the league. The way they can catch and shoot it from deep, challenge, open shots, off the dribble, off the catch. Their shot-making ability is absolutely remarkable. J.J. Redick is a guy that can make shots as well, but those two guys, I think, are in a class by themselves.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. Kyle comes in for Paul Millsap. Beasley's checked in for Barton. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Jamal Murray. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Henson. Parker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Jason Terry. And it's Jennings in for Eric Bledsoe. Tony Snell's checked in for Milwaukee. Dishes it to Beasley. A rebound by the Bucks.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
They're pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Schooling them right now. Taking them to the woodshed. Super aggressive and owning the paint.
Here's Lyles. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Lyles got his first basket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Here's Muhammad, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Denver.
You know, Shabazz Muhammad was one of the biggest names in all of high school sports as a senior. He's still trying to find that same kind of buzz and groove at this level.
No good on the free throw. I just love what Muhammad can do, Clark, for a team coming off the bench. Always looks to attack the basket, and when he is locked in, can function as one of the better 6 men in the league.
Yeah, you know, for some guys, Kevin, being a rotational player off the bench is a hand-in-glove fit. And I think Muhammad falls into that category. I mean, you can give him a start if you needed to. He's not the best defender, but you love what he brings on offense, particularly if he's coming off the bench.
And that one is good by Beasley.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Beasley comes with the double team. Muhammad dishes to Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
Oh, I like the craftiness of Parker at finding ways to get into the lane, always looking to punch it down.
Here's Snell. He's guarded by Chandler. Snell, the pass to Parker. Muhammad against Beasley. Chandler comes with the double team. Shot clock at 5. Jennings can't get it to go.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
Here's Chandler, and Wilson Chandler with the slam.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
Chandler with the steal. And Wilson Chandler with the slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Harris misses. Bucks trail by 20. Outside Jennings. And it's sent back by Plumlee. It's Beasley on the wing. Muhammad covering. They get the rebound. And he gets it to go. That's 12 points for Wilson Chandler.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
3-pointers. Snell. It's hauled in by Lyle. Denver leading by 22. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Beasley can't get that one to fall. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now here's Jennings. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Muhammad kicks to Jennings. Doubled by Plumlee. Knocked away. Chandler with the steal. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Muhammad, and it comes off the front of the rim.
That's what they want. A good look from the mid-range game, hey, but unfortunately they came up empty. They're up right now because he's been dominant on offense, and man, I like seeing him catch fire like this.
Parker outside. Zeller setting the pick for Parker. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Boy, Parker is a genius in these pick and roll plays. Just knows when to cut and when to pop out for the easy shot. He rolls or pops effectively.
And so it's Denver ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Nuggets really take control here.
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
And you know what, Greg? It looks like they have an advantage there. I mean, I liked how they've made an effort, really a concentrated effort, to hit that glass.
Buck shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Plumlee out there with Lyles. Then there's Harris. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's Beasley in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Bucks.
And the corner three has not been their shot of choice here tonight. And I think a big reason for that has been the defensive setup. They came in focused on taking away the short-range triple.
For three, Harris, good on the triple. Harris has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Nuggets.
Tell you what, it does not matter who's shooting. The defense has got to be better at getting a hand up on long-range shooters. You've got to challenge the shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devin Harris. That's his first foul. And here's Jennings. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And stolen by Harris.
Trying to come back, Kevin, and you can't afford too many mistakes. His fourth turnover hampering their effort. Defensively, just too many baskets in transition. It's really, that's been the difference.
And you know they work on that plenty in practice. A run out here and there will happen. That's part of the game. But they've got to do a much better job overall.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Chandler's shot, good.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Here's Muhammad. No good, unable to end this run.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Chandler, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And it's Parker in the corner. Buries it from three-point range. Parker's got his third bucket of the night.
Man, he's just such a smart shooter as Parker. Noticing the defense was backing off of him just a little too much, he took advantage of it and made them pay dearly.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Muhammad. Jennings wide open. No good on the three. Nuggets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And Brandon Jennings gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Murray's checked in for the Nuggets. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Brandon Jennings. Shot's good by Lyles.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Out to the right wing. Now, here's Maker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Murray. Over Bledsoe. Goes back up. And the bucket is good from Plumlee down low.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And finished off by Plumlee.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Snell from outside, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Can't give up these looks. I mean, the defense has to be more aggressive guarding the perimeter.
Harris dishes to Plumlee. Over Maker, and Maker sends it back. Here's Muhammad. Second shot opportunity, and it's Maker laying it in. Maker's got his first 2 points of the night.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Bledsoe kicks to Muhammad. Over Murray. Doesn't go that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
Well, I think the key was the determination and grit and toughness they played with. You've got to be focused to do that, and they were. Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe. Mercy, mercy me.
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? My goodness.
Does he ever?
Beasley with it. He's picked up by Parker. Elbow shot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession. And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
It has been a lopsided battle on the boards, no doubt.
Count that one. 12 points for Beasley.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Bledsoe passes to Maker. Parker double teamed. In the corner, Snell with it. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Snell's got 9 points.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
And glad to see Jabari Parker out on the floor after recovering from yet another torn ACL. Clark, always hard to go through that injury. Never mind twice in your first 3 seasons in the NBA. But you know, Parker's a fighter through and through.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Not an easy situation and really disheartening for all of us who appreciate his talent and skill level. He's an outstanding young man and player, and he's vowed to come back stronger than ever before. And his attitude, a positive approach to difficult adversity, I think, has set him up to have a chance to do just what he vowed to do.
A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Lyles. And Barton subbed in for Malik Beasley. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Henson's checked in for Thon Maker. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Jabari Parker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Terry in for Shabazz Muhammad.
Man, I tell you what, Middleton does a nice job using his length inside. You know, when he gets in a good spot, he's a high percentage shooter from there.
Terry kicks to Antetokounmpo. Middleton with it, now guarded by Murray. Here's Henson. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Henson very skilled down low. At almost 7 feet tall, the defense cannot allow him to get deep position.
And one of the things about Will Barton's game that, to me, makes him such a force is how unpredictable he can be. He plays at times almost like a man out of control, and it really does work to his advantage as he is a difficult guy to deal with in those one-on-one situations.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And to back up the point with Barton in his chaotic play style, he knows exactly what he's about. Famously saying, Greg, I'm so creative most of the time, I don't know what I'm going to do.
And, you know, that might sound glib, but it is just how Barton plays. I mean, a fantastic competitor who just does what it takes to win. He gives you a little bit of everything out on the floor.
Clark, you were a strong free throw shooter when you played. Why do some big men have such a hard time being at least serviceable at the free throw line?
Well, I'm not as big as some of the biggest guys that have the most trouble. Typically, you see guys north of 6'8", 6'9", struggling tremendously from the line in general. And because of that, I think sometimes it's the mechanics of shooting the ball, and big hands can sometimes be a hindrance to that. Oftentimes, it's a matter of how much do you work at it and how soon do you start working at it. A lot of times, big guys tend to focus on their post moves and scoring the ball close to the bucket and not as much as shooting. But you're seeing more and more big guys with sweet strokes, and I think it's a matter of, again, basic fundamentals, mechanics, and then putting in hours and hours and hours of work on it.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Terry outside. Middleton outside. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
A moment now to see the stats for Paul Millsap. He's had an impressive second half of the season. He's averaging 14 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
Nice shot by Terry.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
The Nuggets shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor.
Well, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Bucks shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. And what I like about Chris Middleton is that he is just a complete player, Clark. Can play on or off the ball on offense as well as get his points both off a catch and shoot or putting it on the hardwood. Also a strong defender.
Yeah, he's one of those understated, effective, outstanding two-way players in the league and probably should get more credit as such. He challenges shots, he can defend multiple positions, and he plays a little bigger than he is because he's got that great wingspan.
And that one's good. Millsap.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
They double-team Bledsoe, and Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Millsap. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Millsap's got 26.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Back to Henson. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Millsap. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Harris has got assist number 7 for him tonight. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Barton, second chance shot. And Jokic lays it up and in.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim. Boy, I like how fast, how quickly he went up with the shot, realizing that his man had no chance.
And that one's good, Barton.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area. He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Millsap dishes to Murray. Here's Jokic. No good. Good work defensively by Terry.
Terry.
Barton against Middleton. Here's Henson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Henson's got 11 points. Here's Barton. And the layup's good off the glass.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Inside, Jokic with the steal. And here we go. And Barton is going to throw it down hard.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Middleton. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's guarded closely. Middleton can't get it to go. On offense, here are the Nuggets. It's Barton with the drive, and that one is good. Barton's got 12 now in this quarter.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
And Denver's out to take their first time out here.
Guard it.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Zeller, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Jennings comes in for Eric Bledsoe. The Nuggets shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Here's Murray. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
It's not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Jennings kicks to Antetokounmpo. Will it go? Jennings can't get it to go. Paul Millsap has been leading the charge for the Denver Nuggets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over-dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. It was all Paul Millsap in the first quarter. He had 30 points, 2 steals, and 2 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they played well.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seem to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us, as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
And As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You know, Paul Millsap has been exceptional here, guys.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. We've got Antetokounmpo. Terry is out there at Bledsoe. Then it's John Henson, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless, really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Man, this kid is a remarkable athlete who knows how to put the ball in the basket. His offensive attack is really lethal. He's a special talent, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Terry in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 7th assist in the game.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And I tell you what, Greg, once he finds that rhythm, he's hard to guard. Shots come easy for him.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Tipped away. Chandler with the steal. Martin with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Clark, a lot of former players had a specific instance when they knew they were special, the way they played the game of basketball. Did you ever have a moment like that where you realized that you could make it as a player?
Yeah, there was a time when that became more realistic to me, Kevin. And I grew up in Cleveland, and during the summers, a lot of the Cleveland Cavaliers would stay in the area and play pickup basketball to stay in shape. And I got a chance to bump heads with a lot of those guys, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow, Austin Carr, Bingo Smith, Mike Mitchell. And I was only 15, 16 years old. And while those guys were going at half speed, it gave me the encouragement that I might be able to get to where they were if I continued to work hard and stay healthy. So at 15 or 16, during one of those summers, I began to realize that I might have a chance to realize the dream of being an NBAer.
He hits both from the stripe. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Bledsoe with it. Now guarded by Murray. Chandler comes with the double team. And stolen by Barton. And Barton throws it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Oh!
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! My goodness!
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and you know, the ball moves faster than any bodies can, so that great ball movement and decision-making, they're making all the right moves, Greg.
Out of bounds, Denver takes possession. And a look here at the shot chart for Millsap.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing, and I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
The Nuggets now on offense. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Barton. The rebound by Middleton. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That'll be his second foul of the game. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And stolen by Barton.
And thought, ooh! That's how you attack. Wow.
Oh, man. My.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul.
Tell you what, Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players because he's so effective, scores at an efficient clip, rebounds the ball well, and defends multiple positions too. He gives you everything.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops.
And when you talk about just a natural basketball player, I think you got to envision a guy like Paul Millsap. He just does it all. He's got the skill level and versatility at that power forward position. And in this league today, you have to be able to impact the game the way he does.
Both good from the line that time. And you look at all the different things that Paul Millsap does for you on the court, Greg. Don't forget about the defensive end of the floor, too.
Yeah, great point. And all defense selection, one of the great big men in league history in terms of getting steals. Just unbelievable hands. And you know what? He epitomizes consistency when you look at the course of his career.
Well, that's a devastating miss there. You got to convert on these easy layups deep inside.
Terry kicks to Bledsoe. To the middle, trying to get back on track. Launches it. Milwaukee the rebound. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Bledsoe's got his second bucket. Stolen by Terry. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. He can't hit that time. Barton with some nice D. Wide open look here for Murray. Drills the three-pointer. Murray's got his third basket of the night.
Love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. I mean, he's really good at reading the defense and really good at quick shooting.
Henson with the screen. Kicks it down to Middleton. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Lets it fly, and it's Millsap. That time on the assist by Jokic. That's 36 points for Paul Millsap.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
For three, Middleton. Another miss by Middleton.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Milwaukee's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Terry kicks to Bledsoe. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Bledsoe's got 6.
Boy, the long body of John Henson allows him to do a good job setting screens for his teammates. Boy, the defense did an awesome job there, Kevin. Big-time work. Really distracting him, throwing off the shot. That's how you do it on D.
Bledsoe kicks to Terry. And it's off from three-point range.
Boy, he's holding his team back. Really a hindrance. Can't make a thing. He's way off today.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Denver?
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
And the first one drops. And the Nuggets with some changes. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. Lyle comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Malik Beasley in for Will Barton. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Makers checked in for Henson. Parker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Tony Snell's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Muhammad in for Jason Terry. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
That doesn't go either for Bledsoe. For Denver, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And that one's good. Millsap.
And I tell you, Millsap's one of those players, he just seems to get better every day he's been in this league. And more than anywhere else, I think that shows in his ability to score from beyond.
Here's Parker. And the shot no good, a bit short. Denver's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. That one goes in. Millsap's got 44.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Bledsoe passes to Muhammad. Snell from outside. And it's Denver with the rebound. Lyles got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
Bledsoe kicks to Snell. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Lyles no good. The Bucks shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Bledsoe with it. Now guarded by Murray. Got a piece of it. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Lyles. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Well, that's as easy as it gets, quite honestly. Riding solo and coasting all the way to the rack. No simpler than that.
And Maker the bucket on the assist by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And you know, Greg, it's hard to ask for much more than that because they're getting to their spots and they're knocking down the shots.
Now Plumlee. He's got 10. Here's Beasley. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. Here's Snell. Millsap covering. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, strange that he bricked that one. I mean, no clue where the defense was, and tell you what, they got very lucky.
And that one is good by Beasley.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Fast break points, the edge goes to them, and those quick buckets are easy money. I love to see that.
Harris is checked in for Denver. The Bucks also changing it up. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Maker, and it's Jennings in for Eric Bledsoe. Jennings against Harris. Parker dishes to Jennings. The Bucks working the ball around. Snell, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And Clark, we know that players are evaluated in a historical perspective, largely by how many rings they have. Do you think that's a fair way to evaluate things?
I don't think you can solely evaluate an individual player in a team sport by the number of rings he's been able to win. Clearly, it can be part of the criteria, especially if you're talking about great players who have had similar careers. It can be a differentiator. But to me, it doesn't necessarily carry the weight that some people like to give it in evaluating players. Individual performance over time is what, to me, marks the hallmark of a player worthy of Hall of Fame consideration or being talked about being one of the greats in the game.
Beasley, the rebound by the Bucks.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Harris kicks to Murray. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Murray's got 13.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And again, the Bucks miss.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
And the confidence oozing from Murray. Just so efficient from the interior.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Got a piece of it. Kicks to Muhammad. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Here's Plumlee. Good D by Parker. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting the ball at 42%. Jennings with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Three-pointer. Snell gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 12.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
And Plumlee gets it to go on the assist by Harris. Harris has got assist number 11 for him here tonight. On offense here, the Bucks. Jennings kicks to Snell. Here's Muhammad. Here's Zeller. And a missed layup. Denver's gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
And, Greg, you know, they're really controlling the pace and game right now, rushing, pushing the break, and leaving the defense in its wake.
That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's good. Lyles got 10.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
Yeah, I think he's trying to put this one away, quite honestly. I mean, it feels like he can lay it up against any type of defense, and he can.
Muhammad on the wing. Offensive rebound. With 4 seconds on the clock, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Well, right there you see the strength of Muhammad. Able to convert through contact and has a potential and one.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Here's Lyles. Paul Millsap has been leading the charge for Denver. Offensively, this has been his best game of the season. This is the most points he's scored all year. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Denver's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Jefferson. Kenneth Faried is out there with Harris. And it's Hernan Gomez in at power forward. Now here's Muhammad. Defense is right there. Misses from close range.
And, you know, Kevin, this team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ...
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Jennings kicks to Muhammad. A baseline J. And too long on the shot. The Nuggets shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. Yep, it counts.
Hey, you can sink these with your eyes closed or blindfolded. So close, so deep inside. Great bucket.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. With the versatility of modern players and the switching that goes on in defensive schemes, Clark, are traditional NBA positions meaning less and less in the game now?
I think we're finding that more teams are playing close to positionless basketball in many ways. So positions aren't nearly as important as skill sets with your 5 players on the floor. I think that's what you look at when you field your team.
Brown wide open. He fires. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings.
Hey, that's exactly what they want Jennings to do out there. He's clever, and he's a guy who knows how to set up his teammates flawlessly.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And Muhammad kicks to Jennings. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And it's Harris off the drive. Makes it off the glass.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assist. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Jennings with the bucket.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And again, it's Devin Harris. Harris has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, that's just straightforward basketball from Harris. Driving to the hoop with purpose and not letting anyone, or anything for that matter, slow him down.
They set the pick. Shot off the pick. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Left block shot on the way. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Harris on the double team. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Akers checked in for Wilson. Harris against Jennings. He feeds it to Brown. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Jefferson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And how about the excellent court vision? Just keeping the defense off balance.
Yeah, that was a sweet pass right there, setting up his teammate nicely. And that's really how you move the rock. Share that sugar, man. Share it.
The shot by Muhammad. Nobody around. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Yeah, he's a powerful wing player, Kevin. Muhammad, I think, likes to operate in the painted area best.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Jennings kicks to Muhammad. Puts it up from 15. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Jefferson against Brown. Richard Jefferson again.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Zeller kicks to Brown. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Jefferson, and Jefferson throws it down hard.
And Jefferson, just great lift on these dunks. Whenever he's near the basket, he is ready to turn one over.
The Bucks have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Jennings passes to Muhammad. And here's Brown outside. New 24 for Milwaukee. Outside Jennings. Stolen away. Here's Jefferson, and finished off by Jefferson.
Boy, Jefferson's so good in the open court. When he's got room to run, he pulverizes the opposition.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And here's Brown outside. He dishes it to Jennings. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Fareed right side over Zeller. Fareed no good. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. Now here's Muhammad. He's tightly guarded. Jennings dishes to Zeller. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Well, Thon Maker is a project player, Clark, for his team, taken 10th overall in the 2016 draft. Has great size and he moves well, but it's going to be a few years before he gets to where he needs to be.
I agree with you, but with big guys, you can afford to be patient when you see that they have a work ethic and a commitment to getting better, are willing to learn and grow, and then you factor in his athleticism and size. I think it's a weight that's going to pay big dividends for the Bucks.
Pick by Zeller. Shot clock at 6. From past the arc. That's good from Jennings on the assist by Zeller. 6 points for Brandon Jennings.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Fareed down low. He's covered by Zeller. The shot's good from Fareed.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
Okay. Getting a little physical. I like that. I like that reference.
Yeah. And the Nuggets making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Tony Snell's checked in for Milwaukee. And there's the pass to Fareed. And it's slammed in by Fareed.
And that's how you move the basketball. Awesome passing leading to the bucket.
And Fareed comes to help. Now here's Maker. Hernan Gomez covering. The feed to Jennings. Muhammad against Beasley. Baseline jumper. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Jennings kicks to Muhammad. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Jennings has got 5 assists in the game. Passes it to Fareed. The 10-footer. Fareed missing again. Milwaukee has gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Pick by Zeller. Here's Muhammad. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Nice move on the inside. The defense is there, but Muhammad with the skills and confidence to convert nonetheless.
Plumlee is checked in for Fareed.
One shot.
Denver's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Jefferson passing to Hernan Gomez. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Snell, no good.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, we can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Offensive rebound. And again, it's Denver.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Yeah, he's clicking right now, and at the right time too, Greg. I mean, playing with a bunch of confidence in this fourth quarter.
Jefferson's shot is off. The Bucks shooting 43% for the game. The three ball. Snell, no good.
That's unacceptable shot selection there, Kevin. I mean, why on earth did he think that was a good look?
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
Three-pointer. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 6th assist on the night. Here's Plumlee. Here's Hernan Gomez. Rebounded by Maker. Maker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From deep. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Here's Muhammad. Maker with the ball. He gets it in there.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Here's Harris. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play. Executed beautifully, too.
And here's Jennings outside. Denver grabs the miss. Beasley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Craig. The rebound by the Bucks. Jennings kicks to Snell. The offensive rebound. It's back to Jennings. Lets it go from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Jennings has got 9 points here in the second half.
Outstanding range from the point guard Jennings. He's a terrific shooter from long range.
A minute 50 left here in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. Poke loose. Six to shoot. He kicks to Muhammad. Releases. Milwaukee the rebound.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nuggets.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Millsap.
Sheer dominance from him tonight. I mean, he could not be contained. A big reason for their success this evening.
Outside Jennings for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A baseline J. Again, the Nuggets score.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
And, you know, this is what's needed at this point in the game, Greg. The great teams know how to close it out.
Snell kicks to Jennings. Maker with a screen for Jennings. Feeds it to Zeller. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Denver calls timeout. They're up. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're really just being conservative, making sure they don't make any last-minute mistakes, I guess. I mean, I have no idea. No idea.
The presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Mason Plumlee.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He doesn't always get the minutes he's gotten tonight, but there's no way they were going to sit him down once he got going. And the crowd has been loving it. A memorable night for him coming off the bench. Here is Plumlee. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. No good from Beasley. Beasley against Muhammad. Beasley in the post. Muhammad covering. He gets that one.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Well, they've got to be pleased with the effort they've seen so far tonight. Everybody pitching in for what looks to be a solid W.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy in, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.